I know that in history, they also released GTA 5 1 to 2 years after the initial console launch, but when it's for this big of a game, it's only helping Sony and Microsoft, and it's only benefiting them.
Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling.
And PC gaming has gotten so much more popular, so I don't understand why they wouldn't release it on PC. If you had an Xbox One before GTA 6 was announced and thought of either getting an Xbox Series X or a PC, and you picked PC, I'm so sorry, man. You deserve an apology because you just spent all this money and now you can't play a game you hoped to play. You probably sat down, looked scrolling on YouTube, and saw, oh my gosh, GTA? Let me check that out. You're watching, and boom. Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5. But wait, where is PC? You think to yourself, nah, this has to be a mistake. The reason why you've been cut off by Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar is literally just because they want to make more money, as they say, double dipping. Not only that, but because they're avoiding making their game secure enough to not have modders upon release. I I just don't get how that doesn't fit into the $2 billion budget, but I guess it is what it is. You know, I've really come to dislike Sony and Microsoft because they came together, thought to themselves, how could we force people to buy our consoles? And they decided on the dumbest, most cheapskate way and just would rather do this than actually come out with new exclusives and improve upon their subscription services so that you don't pay an arm and leg every month just to be online. Let's talk about why Microsoft made this decision. Well, over the years, they have had great Xbox exclusives and great worth your while games added to it. But lately, the games are losing the money because they're made terribly. And in late 2023, they took an opportunity to completely erase a highly anticipated game from PC so that they could finally make money, but in such a cheap way. When it comes to Sony, honestly, they have been doing not too shabby.
It's all right. Like, overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean, and you know what, though? That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
But have been getting desperate because they also saw this as an opportunity to eliminate any competition in a cheap way. I just don't get why companies don't understand that your business's reputation matters a lot when it comes to its longevity. And when you deliberately sabotage a group from enjoying a highly anticipated game, your reputation could be hurt pretty badly. But they don't care about that. No, profit over longevity and reliability. That's what makes money, right? Well, no. Actually, you see, Steam doesn't have to resort to these types of things. Gaben, the CEO, takes the approach I talk about and actually provides a service that is worth the money and doesn't sell out his customers for profit. He even mocked other companies when it came to piracy. He decimated the need to do it.
Us. So we don't really worry about piracy. When we think, when you look at the top 10 issues on our list at any given point in time, piracy is almost never, something that's on that list. And the reason that we think that we don't have issues with piracy is that there's misconceptions in the industry about what piracy is, right? You know, there's assumption that what is piracy? Piracy is about people who want to steal stuff from you, right? That they don't want to pay any money and they want to get your content. But when you look at the fact that these people have, $2,000 PCs and they're spending $50 a month US more on their internet connections, clearly they're willing to spend money. So from our point of view, what we saw more and more is that piracy is the result of bad service on the part of game companies.
You see, there are three companies making a ton of money right now from this deal. But will they be reliable enough to actually stay afloat? I think not, but who knows what other scumbaggish things they have in store. And did you know if you tried to get a physical copy of GTA 6, you would think you would get a nice, shiny, classic disc that can be used with any of your consoles, and you can sell it later when you don't need it anymore. But no, instead, you get the game's case as normal, right? But instead of a disc, they give you a frickin' slip with a code on it. And when you redeem it, it instantly expires. So no type of reusability and reliability. It's literally the same as getting it online. Such a lazy and inexcusable way of selling a physical copy of a game. Like, I don't remember RDR 2 coming on as a slip. No, it came as a disc. I don't even know what is going on at Rockstar, but they are losing their sense of reality.
But look at this. This game is best on PS5. And what do they have? Well, originally, they were showing pictures of it with a disc drive. This was the original ad that they took down. Everyone's like, okay, so everybody's playing on PS5, but they didn't show the disc drive edition because there is no disc. The official art actually had to be changed. Originally, when they posted this, they took it down because it was a disc drive edition of it.
I hope this video was somewhat enjoyable, but thanks for watching.